Myself, Dr. Ashima. I'm from Electronics Department from Chandigarh Engineering College, Landra. Today, I'm going to present a topic, or we discuss about what is artificial intelligence. And this is a very broader concept, like what is machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence, and generative AI. So we'll discuss with the very basic. Let's start with the artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? It is something to create artificially. Like we have to create the human intelligence artificially. Machines should be able to think like a human. That is what artificial intelligence. So it's nothing, it is just to prepare a system, it is just to build an application in such a way that they are capable of thinking and understanding like humans. It basically includes that it should be capable of your learning, reasoning, problem solving, perception, and understanding NLP also. Speech recognition, your natural language processing, it is all your artificial intelligence. So the goal of AI is just to create a system, just to create an application which is capable of making decisions on their own and based on the past data, but without any involvement of the human being. That is what AI. So if we talk about the Venn diagram of your AI, as AI is a very broader term, it relates to your machine learning, neural network, and deep learning, and then we'll have a very end model, that is the generative AI. So the biggest universe is your artificial intelligence. Inside we'll have the machine learning, then we'll have the neural network, then we'll have the deep learning. So let's discuss with the machine learning. So like AI is an application which is capable to think like a human. Same, machine learning is nothing, it is just a subset of your AI. Machine learning consists of a number of statistical tools. It basically consists of your mathematical models, mathematical algorithms, mathematical tools, which are actually used by the system to learn from the data, right? So it basically use your algorithms to implement or to think like a human. This will improve the performance from the past experience, make predictions accordingly, make decisions accordingly. So computer can basically perform tasks without explicit programming by using algorithms and different time and statistical models. Basically, machine learning is of three types. One is your supervised, second is your unsupervised, next is your reinforcement. Supervised learning is a learning which is under the supervision. As the name suggests, supervised learning is learning under supervision. It is also called as a learning with a teacher. So in this particular case, we have to train the algorithm, we have to train the machine using supervised. Supervised means if we know what is input and what will be the output. If target is known, if output is known, in that case, agar hum system design kar rahe hain, then it is the case of supervised learning. So it basically involves training the algorithm on the labeled data set. Labeled data set means the target and the output is known. If input and output is known, in that case, it is the case of supervised learning. So it means when input data used to train the algorithm, that will include input variables also and output also. That is why it is called as supervised, because target and the output is already known. So this is your supervised learning. This supervised learning basically includes two tasks. One, it could be the classification, and second, it could be the regression. So the very first example, that is of your classification model, it basically classifies your spam accordingly. Your mail either categorizes to the spam or not spam. So this is one of the major application of your machine learning, that is the classification. Another, this is the classification, different algorithms are used for the classification purpose. Like we'll have regression, decision trees, random forest, SVM machine. This SVM machine is basically used for the classification purpose. It will classify the data according to the features categorization. Next, a supervised learning model is your regression. It is again a type of supervised learning in which the goal is to predict a continuous output variable based on the input features. So classification and regression, both the models are your supervised. In this case, linear regression is there, decision trees are very much into for the regression models. Then another case is the unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning is the learning without any kind of supervision. So in this case, the output is not known to us. And in that case, if we are designing the system and output is not known to us, then it is the case of unsupervised learning. So it is a type of learning in which model trains on unlabeled data set and model predicts the output variable without any kind of supervision. So in case of unsupervised, it basically includes a kind of clustering algorithms. Clustering is what we just group up the data according to their similarity patterns and similarity features. So unsupervised learning is a type of machine learning which actually learns from the data without any kind of human supervision. That means the target is not known to us, the output is not known to us. So it basically uses clustering and association. So in case of unsupervised learning, this is an example of unsupervised learning. In this case, we can have the males according to the subject matter. The similar kind of subject matter males, they can be grouped together. That is a kind of clustering or association. So clustering and association are the broader term which is used for your unsupervised learning. Clustering is a technique in which we'll group up the similar kind of data. That is what clustering. And association is same kind of data, and depending upon the relationship, their associations with each other, their relationships with each other. After studying the relationship, after checking out their association, we'll group them together, and this is again unsupervised learning. Then is the reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is nothing, it is just a combination of your supervised and unsupervised. In some of the cases, the data output is known, and some of the cases the data output is not known. So if some data is known and some data is unknown, in that case it is the reinforcement learning. So it is a kind of feedback based process. In some cases, if we know the data, we'll predict the patterns accordingly, and depending upon that particular knowledge, we'll predict the other data for which the output is not known to us. So it is actually a kind of feedback based system, or you can say it is a kind of pretext based system. Another is the neural network. Now after machine learning, another subset is the deep learning, and for the deep learning, the major part is the neural network. So neural network is the main fundamental component of your AI, because neural network is basically used to design any network, right? Neural network is something which is used to imitate the functioning of a human brain. If I'll show the diagram of a neural network, this is the deep learning. Deep learning is based on your neural network. Basically, it covers three types of neural network. One is your ANN, which is artificial neural network. Then is your CNN, which is convolution neural network. Then it is recurrent neural network. All these neural networks are used for the different kind of applications. So let us show you the diagram of ANN. This is the artificial neural network. This is nothing, this is just the imitation of your human brain. Like human brain consists of a number of billion of neurons are there, and a single neuron is replaced by the mathematical model of this ANN. If I'm talking about the neuron of a brain, then it is called as biological neural network, and that neuron is now replaced with your artificial neural network in your deep learning model, right? So this basically consists of three layers. We'll have the input layer, we'll have the hidden layer, we'll have the output layer. And this is the basic structure of a neural network. ANN, CNN and RNN, they are used in your deep learning strategy. ANN is used for your text related also. For CNN also it is used for the object detection. For image segmentation purpose, for object detection purpose, CNN is basically used. For computer vision means image analysis, image segmentation, right? If something related to image is there, then it is the case of your computer vision. We have to capture an image, we have to process this, and we have to predict the pattern accordingly. That is what computer vision. So CNN is basically used for the object detection analysis or for your image related analysis. Then is your RNN. RNN is your recurrent neural network. RNN and its variants are basically used for text related data. It is basically used for the categorization of the text related and your time series related. Like the best application of this is, like we have the speech recognition, NLP system and time series analysis. So these are the three baselines for your deep learning. Like ANN is basically used for the deep learning strategy. We'll have CNN and we'll have RNN accordingly. So this is the major Venn diagram of the technologies relating your AI, machine learning, deep learning and generative AI. AI is the very basic, which is the outer one, and it is something, it is just to build an application which can mimic like human. Then I'll have the machine learning. Machine learning uses different algorithms which are used to implement a particular AI based application. Then I'll have deep learning. Deep learning makes use of your neural networks, and different type of deep learning is there, supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. Now among all we'll have another model which is generative AI. Generative AI is now the father of all these learnings and AI strategies, because generative AI is the one which is giving you a text analysis. It is basically used to generate some content. That content could be your audio, that content could be your text, that content could be your video. So any text, it could be generated through your generative AI. In case of AI also, we'll have some constructive models and we'll have some generative models. So generative model is something which is used to generate content. So this is all about your introduction of your artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and generative AI. Recently we are working on ChatGPT, Claude, ChatGPT 4, ChatGPT 5 is also on the way. So they all are in your generative AI category. This is all about your machine learning, deep learning, AI, and introduction section of your generative AI. Thank you.